Hey guys, Shelly here.
Action.
Hey guys, Shelly here.
Action.
Hey guys, Shelly here. Or Shelly Belly on everything other than 107daily.com because I can't change my settings. So it's Rochelle My Bell. Anyways, I was gonna make this on the World Day Against Human Trafficking. I think that was end of July, and it's just kind of a sensitive subject, so it's kind of hard to gather all the research. So anyways, here I am making it again, and this time we're making it not just for our group, because we decided we went ahead and put the other one on. I think we posted, I know I posted it on 107daily.com, and other posts were somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, so we're just gonna talk to everybody. Because this deals with a subject that Robert David Steele was known for, and he was basically the first one I used to listen to when I was waking up, probably 2014, maybe actually sooner, like when Obama was president, but I think I really woke up when I started listening to him. I don't know if it was 2014 when I started listening to him. I think it was just a couple of years ago. I don't know. Anyways, he was basically the one that really woke me up, and also made me aware of this subject, that it was much worse than what I even ever thought. So anyways, this is, I guess, in honor of him or in memory of Robert David Steele. I was going to talk to you about modern day slavery, and I'm not sure how many of you have heard of it. I would think many of us have heard of it, but it's basically human trafficking. Either way you say it, it's exploiting someone to provide sexual services or labor services even, against their will. These individuals have no way out. Some people say, well, why don't they just run away or something? But a lot of times they're the trafficker, it keeps them by, well, they could keep them by chaining them up, or locked in, or always monitoring them through coercion, deception, and especially using violence on them, or even threatening their family members with violence. So anyways, most of the school age up to adolescent, usually when we're talking about children sex trafficking, it's usually under age 18. And anyways, they're both boys and girls, and they undergo rape and torture sometimes. According to Shared Hope International United States, the children are sold daily for ritualistic satanic rituals, many times to pedophiles that practice that. And what's shocking is this has been happening right under our noses, and it's been happening for centuries, which got me. I guess I didn't realize how big of a problem it was. And this has become a massive problem. It's epidemic proportions. It's why we need the border closed. One reason. United States is considered one of the highest countries, or one of the countries with the highest sex trafficking. But it's all over the world, in every country. many times, I guess, when you're trying to talk to somebody about this, or when the issue comes up, a lot of times people either turn away. The same thing when you see commercials about dogs that are, you know how they show dogs in chains or being treated inhumanely. People usually turn the channel or turn away. Well, the same thing with sex trafficking children. And we can't turn away anymore. We can't turn away. We can't pretend that it's not happening, because it is. And when I said the border needs closed, that's making it even worse. These children are coming over, and they're coming over without anybody, without a parent, and they're either being picked up by somebody, whoever, who knows, or they're being put in foster homes, which right there and there, they're still being hurt. Many times those foster homes aren't safe. So that's one thing I guess we really can do to help stop this. We need to help others become aware and tell them we need to become aware of this, and then we need to act. We need to act. It's one of the highest industries. It's bypassed drug trafficking. It's bypassing drug trafficking, bypassing arms dealing. Because you sell a drug, that drug is sold. You can't reuse that drug. You sell an arms deal, well, I guess arms dealing is different, but that's, you sell a child, you get that child back, they sell it again, you get that child back, they sell it again. And I forget, who was it that said that it was one child, I guess it was reported that some of these children can be sold like 30 times over, 30 times a day. So these children are being raped 30 times a day. And I wanted to let you guys know that President Trump, when he was in office, he focused on this problem. He was very focused on this problem. He still is. He signed 2 executive orders, 9 pieces of legislation to combat this human trafficking. He doubled the amount of DOJ funding to combat human trafficking that existed during the previous administration, and prioritized funds to enhance prosecutions and frontline efforts in the states. In fiscal year 2019, federal law enforcement agencies initiated more than 1,600 new investigations in human trafficking. The DOJ funded human trafficking task force at state and local levels, and reported opening more than 2,500 cases. The Trump administration signed bilateral agreements with El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala to help with curtail labor exploitation. The president approved the largest Department of Justice grant package in history to combat human trafficking, including the first ever grants for safe housing for survivors. According to CERT Ministries, which is CERT. It stands for Search, Evangelize, Rescue, and Train Ministries. According to them, there needs to be much more recovery and support once these children are rescued, if they survive. And they say that many children don't survive past 2 years. Many are used for organ harvesting or adrenochrome harvesting, which needs to be talked about also. I don't know if everybody knows what adrenochrome is, but It's done by getting a child's adrenaline way up, which is usually done by torture. And then they harvest that adrenochrome and use it as a drug. It's drug abuse. Anyways, it's been hidden from the public, usually considered conspiracy theory by fellow Q followers, and I can tell you right now, this is not a conspiracy theory. We wonder who traffics or carries out such horrific acts. They can be both men and women. They can come from different social classes. They can go from any individual around that lives around in the country to any individual that's in government, in royal families, Vatican. Also, that's carried out through different ethnic and racial groups. So it's all over. And I was trying to get a map that showed like the hot spots, but anyways, so some of you might be asking how these people get to these children, and lots of times it can be relatives or close family members or people that infiltrate nonprofit children organizations, like we all know about the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, etc. All those. So anyways, within these organizations, what they do is they infiltrate them, and either there's already somebody that does the same thing, or they know, or they just work their ways up by rank up until they get to the point where they're actually in control of the organization, where they can hurt the children or traffic the children. If you're like me, you're going to want to either sit down or hold on to something, because one of the, I guess it's the second leading trafficking rings organizations is CPS. So that's considered the second largest trafficking ring. And you can also find individuals gaining access to children through amusement parks, churches, schools. We just need to research our stores, research our schools, research everything before we put our child in it. So anyways, having knowledge of this, we have to do our research. We have to, and this is the same thing I was talking about in my one presentation on the jab. We have to research everything, and it takes a lot longer to do stuff, and I know a lot of us are working or we have children, we don't have time, but we really need to make time, because that's why this stuff is happening, because we're just going about our day, going about our business. Many of us don't even realize this is going on. I didn't. I knew it was going on, but I didn't know it was going on to the level that I found out it was going on to. Anyways, sex trafficking has become a huge industry by using children for money, and it's all over every country. Some of the things that we can do to fight against child sex trafficking, well, first of all, like I said, research and learn, or there's a lot of training classes. There's a training class, it's called Human Trafficking Awareness Training. You can go online and look that up. It's Human Trafficking Awareness Training. There's also, you can learn how to recognize the way traffickers use techniques to recruit these individuals, children, youth. If you go online, actually to the National Human Trafficking, you can find out tips on what to look for. You can see if your local library will do an awareness, or even like I've done before, we've watched videos and then we talk about it. You can have you can organize a raise awareness for human trafficking, where you raise money and you can donate all the proceeds to some anti-trafficking organization. Let's see. Like I said, just go online and look it up, and there's all kinds of tips, all kinds of things you can do, what you can watch for. I wanted to give you the National Human Trafficking Hotline number, and it's 1-888-373-7888, or you can text 233-733, and that's 1-888-373-7888, or text 233-73. Anyways, in conclusion, I guess I had stated the majority of these children that are trafficking are usually not, well, they can be used for labor, but mostly it's sex trafficking. And like I said, it's a very difficult subject, so it's hard to get people to converse about it, but we have to do it. And if we don't, how can we ask God to bless us? I think 107 says that a lot. How can we ask God to bless our country when we allow things like this to happen? Anyways, I know it's very uncomfortable, but we have to protect our children. And I say our children because they're all, everybody's our children. And I wanted to just say one more thing. This is a quote from somebody, and I think it was a lady. I'm not sure, but anyways, I wanted to quote it. It says, "Our silence is their strongest weapon, and that Satan fears our light, and the light has already won, so we just have to manifest on this, and our children will be hurt no more. It's game over." So anyways, thanks guys.
Action. Action.
Okay.
Action. Action. Action.
Okay.
Action.
Hey guys, Shelly here. How you doing?